Right, welcome back. Last time we went ahead and conquered the required provinces for the mission tree off of Damascus. And we also went ahead and started going down colonial, well, exploration ideas. It's going to take a while, though, before it can get all the ideas, though. Because I don't actually have that many difficult points. Absolutely want to go down that way, though. And once I'm done with that, there will be colonialism and global domain. As possible options, though I'm probably going to need some more requirements. Either way, yeah. I also am theoretically capable of embracing scientific methods, though I plan on waiting a little while. I don't know if it's actually required as an institution to reduce tech costs. I have the odd feeling it's arrived a bit earlier than expected. Maybe? Yeah. Admin Tech 37 does not match up with the year 1620. It matches up with the year 1550, or... well, not 1550, but 1560. So, yeah. But let's get on with it. After all our aggressive expansion to the south, I'm probably going to have to go to the northwest. Well, yeah, that general direction again if I wish to expand. Alright, I forgot to do that last time, so let's go ahead and do the political stuff. That does mean that the aristocrats have lower influence than they ever had before. So in theory, I could do a reform, but their loyalty is extremely low. It depends on what I can actually manage to get from them. Yield concessions to ancient liberties. Okay, arrange strategic marriage. Because doing this will cost me 40 loyalty. I'd rather not get them below 30. I guess I can disown an unpopular relative. Yeah, okay. 71 should be good. Right. Wait, can I even afford it? Yeah, it only costs the... powerful merchants, local traders. Interesting. So if I promote the bureaucrat faction... Oh, 40 aristocratic influence, not 50. Oh. Probably should not have done that, then. Oh well. I can move to, do this simple reform. It's nothing major. Goes from cash dues to... oh, up a level. Aristocrat administration. This does reduce their gravity, but it does increase their power from money and how much their power applies to cash siphons. Oh well. Wonder if there's any administrative reforms that I can... I don't have enough diplo points for this stuff. Sad. Promote support commerce, and perform a shift devotion. Yeah, I really should have noticed. I think I'll also... okay, so how... because I know there's foreign trade posts here. Let's work on reducing their influence. I just noticed that I can do that via direct bureaucracy. Just reduce my stability slightly, And my trade efficiency. Slightly increased provincial corruption, but not by much. Should be fine. I'm sure it will be. It's not that big of a deal, etc., etc., etc. Right, grab tech. I will not be able to afford this along with an idea. That's pretty obvious. Yeah, cost like 40 points less than attack, so I'm going to have to grab tech if I want to maintain the ahead of time bonus. Oh look, they're scientific methods. But I don't need it until next, so. Great Circle Sailing. Max clean range plus 20, trade range plus 50, naval force limit plus 30%, naval morale plus 0.1, naval engagement with plus 5. The observation method, production efficiency plus 1%. Urban production efficiency. Light cannons. Cavalry flanking range plus 10%, artillery fire plus 0.5, artillery shock plus 0.05. Right. Oh, no. Should do the 5-year stuff, that's for her. The aristocrats are too strong for me to get their influence down enough for this. At least for a while, and I think I'd rather have their loyalty because it's extremely low. So let's just give them extra faction influence, strategic marriage, and overlook tenant abuse. There we go. That brings the loyalty up to 73. Excellent. Yeah, let's wait another 5 years before I try anything funny with their privileges. Right. This should be a successful battle, but I'm not entirely certain whether that will be the case. Yep, okay. Let's go. You head over to here. I've got no aggressive expansion with any European countries, so soon enough it will be time to go up against Napoli again. Okay, click there. Yeah. Some separatists were actually useful. I knocked them over to here, and apparently Castillo couldn't be bothered to protect the province. So now it's Neapolitan, which means I can go ahead and grab it without needing to go to war with Castile. Which is amazingly useful. Alright. Good point to stop here. So, there was a revolt. Pretty big one. Over 30k troops. Yeah, larger than my army. I was able to put it down, but they kept retreating over and over. So, that was not easy to deal with. And Alanaji decided to declare war on Yohiolus. Yeah, fun times for all. Some favors to increase stress with Muscovy. So they might become a decent vassal in the future if they don't grow too large first. So I'm gonna have to start annexing subjects soonish. They are starting to become unruly, especially Kartvelia. They're losing that events, province defections, and provinces development by overlords thing. Part of the reason why they have such good liberty desires is because the ruler's craven. Yeah. That combined with a royal marriage and the fact that my heir is malevolent might result in them becoming actively problematic at some point soonish. I'd rather they manage to get all of their provinces to Orthodox and also get these last provinces first. These are the last Armenian provinces first. Because all that's at least going to make it so that it's an easy transition into my country. If I have the same problems with Cherkessia, I'd rather they get this province to Orthodox, but doesn't seem like they've really been trying. Seems like it's a slow pace of natural conversion. Very least I'm going to wait out Abkhazia, switching to the Ajigir culture, the same culture group, just to make things easier for me, I guess. Maybe. Right, teched up. It looks like the next tech is going to be start getting hit by scientific methods. So that's the general plan. Embrace it once that happens. Thankfully, it's spreading quickly, very quickly. Though only certain provinces, well, at the very least, the majority of Crete will get it before 1590. That's the number to look out for. Sadly, quite a few of the slowest provinces are going to have to wait until 1591. Which is a very specific amount. That's annoying in total. But Phrygia will get it, so will... How do you pronounce it? Scutarian. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. Okay. That at least pins down which okay, what about... Pamphylia? Nope. Northern Crete? Paradox truncates. If it says present in 1590, it's probably going to be sometime in May or something. I could calculate the exact quantity, or at least try to. But it's not really worth it. At least I don't think. You're going to get it though. Okay. That's going to be quite a bit of dev to help drive the cost down. But I've got a massive treasury now. It just gets bigger, doesn't it? So it won't set me back that much. In fact, I've even increased the amount that the auto investor pulls from the treasury to 20%. I'm getting way more money than I need, and investing it back to the economy is probably the best place to put it. Looks like I got hit by the bubonic plague again. Great. I've also been slowly converting provinces. This province is now plurality Orthodox. And these two provinces down here are getting there. I have also started conversion efforts inside of southern Italy. Because now that I've embraced the Neapolitan culture, the separatism isn't all that strong of an effect. Wrong culture really has a massive impact on, well, my ability to convert the provinces. Like this one, yeah, minus 5% for wrong culture. It's gonna have nationalism for a while. I'm not sure if cultural conversion's easier when they're of the correct religion. It would make some level of sense. And this province has now swapped to Romai directly, so there doesn't seem to be a melting pot culture for the Turco-Mongol culture group. But funny enough, there is only one Turco-Mongol province. Yeah. The Rome culture is certainly spreading quickly, though. Which is good. Eventually, the cultures will disappear completely, and I'll be able to reapportion the slot dedicated to Turkmenlur to another group. Probably this Syrian culture, since they're so big, but Mizri is also probably a good idea because the Delta is a massive amount of development. Depends on when I conquer this stuff, really. I've also swapped to aristocrat administration away from cash dues. It tells me I get more tax money, and it reduces their power well, the resting point of the power by 2.5%. However, it also increases the amount of power weight they have in siphons and reduces the amount of money they waste on levies. So their finances are going to look better now. Yikes. Yeah, they're starting to gain money. Not much, but it's 50 ducats a year. So that will slowly improve their power somewhat. Of course, with the resting point lower, their power is starting to decrease slightly. The further it goes down, the easier it is for me to weaken them further. Or at least remove certain things. For example, it could, in theory, clamp down on their autonomy, on rural autonomy, and improve the power of the state in, well, several provinces. Nobles tend to be pretty strong. I mean, average 60% means that there's probably going to be several provinces where the nobles have, like, you know, 74% power, or like that province, or like this one, with literally 80%. Yeah. State reach is continuing to expand somewhat. There are several provinces where it's hit 100, though. So that's interesting. I've also noticed an interaction that allows me to lower the influence of foreign traders. It does reduce my trade efficiency, though. Slightly. But I'm fine with that. I don't need money. And I believe Trade Ideas already gives me some trade efficiency buffs anyway. That's trade power. I don't think that's 16%. Okay. I guess it applies a minus 20% modifier to the positive. What? Okay, so that's way easier to handle than I thought. Austria now controls most of Prussia. I'm definitely gonna need to beat up Austria, aren't I? Just for those terrible looking borders. Here, and kinda sorta here. Yeah. Right, but I do plan on going after Naples once. In fact, that's why I'm sending my troops here. I don't expect the war to last long. Most of their war enthusiasm is coming from the ongoing naval battle. Otherwise, they'd be at -6, and their military strength is going to reduce from that battle because they have nowhere to retreat to. And their capital's already been sieged. I guess I'll just send you over to there. Yeah. Looks like some from Morocco. I can now see the Sahara Desert as well as Abyssinia, the Horn of Africa, as well as little bits of East Africa. Apparently the Swahili coastline has been mostly conquered by London. Well then. And Madagascar is, as to be expected, kind of a mess. They certainly haven't unified anything from the looks of it. I can also see a bit of Southeast Asia now, unless I've already been able to, but Majapahit's big. Still have Malacca here, and Cameroon's still big, though Daviet seems to have grown slightly towards the south. They do seem to have lost a bit of territory to the north. Vedic kin culture, yeah. They only have one culture there. I can see little bits of Japan, just tiny bits though. Map knowledge is spreading. I can also see southern India as well. That's true. Yeah, I can see why you could still consider one of the great powers. Even if you're literally at the bottom of the list. Yeah, Austria actually has a greater ranking than Castile, though that probably has to do with the fact that they've managed to embrace an equal amount of consideration. Has to be scientific methods. Yeah, it's scientific methods. Okay. It's still going to be a bit of a balancing act, though, because I'm going to need to deal with the fact that I don't have many Diplo points, and I'm not going to have many for a while, but I also want to have exploration ideas. Having some overseas territory to boost my trade ability would be great, and I guess prestiges, and I did not go colonial ideas before, outside of maybe the Killwall campaign, but that's been so long ago that I don't quite remember. I don't know, I just like playing as Killwall. I haven't for ages. Swahili coastline, it's great. Anyway, I've gone on for long enough. I'll see you again next time. Until then.